Hey everybody, today I'm going to be talking about Camp NaNoWriMo. For those of you who do not know what NaNoWriMo is, it stands for National Novel Writing Month. Normally this occurs in November, and the goal is to finish a first draft of a novel at least 50,000 words in 1 month. It's a bit of a crazy endeavor, but I really love what Nano does. Essentially, all it's doing is saying, hey, you had an idea for a book that one time, and you know how you always say you're gonna write it and then you never do? Here's the push. Here's a community to support you. Just do it. It's the push a lot of us need to convince us that it's worth sitting down every day and devoting some time to just being creative and believing in your idea. It's a really fun community that gives each other a lot of love and support. And lots of authors are also involved, giving lots of tips and tricks and motivational stuff that's really interesting and helpful. NaNoWriMo as an organization also really encourages young kids and kids in school of all ages to write. Some teachers actually have whole classrooms of their kids participate, which I think is really cool. Anything that encourages kids to be creative, or anybody to be creative at any point in their lives, is something I think is really awesome and valuable. I've done NaNoWriMo for 2 years, but I have never done the summer version, which is Camp NaNoWriMo. The main difference between the two is that Camp NaNoWriMo is a lot more relaxed. Instead of devoting your entire month to focusing on one novel and sticking it out, you could write a much shorter story, or you could write a selection of short stories, or you could write poetry. You can do whatever you want. You can always do whatever you want with Nano, but the technical rules of November are that you stick to one thing and you have 50,000 words. In camp, you can just say, I'm going to do 10,000 words, I'm going to revise something I already wrote, it's going to be great, I'm still going to be writing every day, that's what matters. And so why am I telling you all this? Because if you haven't guessed, I am going to be participating in this July Camp NaNoWriMo. I'm going to be revising a short story that I wrote for a fantasy and world lit class I had this past semester in college. At the time, the assignment said my story had to be only 6 double-spaced pages. That is way too short for me to ever write anything. Some people can write really concisely and really thrilling and amazing stuff in that amount of space, but I need more room than that. For those of you who are interested, my short story is a sci-fi sort of deal, and the title is Wanderer. It's about a young woman who wakes up in the middle of a desert with no idea who or what she is or how she got there. In order to find answers to her questions, she's going to have to travel not only across vast distances, but also forwards and backwards in time. And obviously along the way she's going to meet a bunch of interesting characters who help her out on her journey. During this process I may or may not try to do some sort of weekly or bi-weekly update. If you would like to join me in this endeavor, I encourage you to head over to their website, sign yourself up. You'll be put in a cabin with up to 11 other people. One of the most fulfilling things about NaNoWriMo is not just the writing, but the collaboration with other people in the community. Just pushing each other on by doing word sprints together, or sending each other little motivational notes, or what have you. It's so much fun. You get to meet new people, you get to meet other writers. Me and a bunch of my friends have our own cabin, and it's really motivating when you see their word counts going up and you want to catch up with them. So I really encourage you to try it if you want. Alright, that is it for me. This has been a NaNoWriMo video. I'm Jackie, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! For those of you NaNoWriMo pros, get it? Pros. Because we're writing stories. Anyways, I forgot for a minute what NaNoWriMo stood for. It's just Nano. It's just Nano. Don't even worry about it.